Greetings, my lovely cats. I decided to make a review every single time they release an event. I'm sorry for not being able to keep up and creating videos. I was really so sick and my voice was affected by it, so I couldn't actually speak or cover up matches. So I do apologize for those guys who reached out and wanted me to cover up their matches. I'm sorry, I had high fever and I couldn't really cover any video or even use my own voice. It was very hard for me to even speak. So the purpose of this video is to explain to you exactly if you need those items or not. We have been showered by a lot of events recently, and I don't think it's really fair. There are too many events and people doesn't actually know if that item or this item is useful for them. So I hope this video would explain to you if there's actually something you are going to miss out. Like every single DICE event or every single event that has 21 days, I think the timing of this event itself is wrong. If they maybe had this event like 2 weeks ago, before the finals, before the matches of Doomsday, things might have been a little bit different, not even much. But right now, people usually spend for a reason. If they are out of the competition, I don't think there will be any reason for them to go die hard in general. Okay, so there are a couple of matches, and I believe most of you can already see the groups. So for example, if we take those groups that we have, these games are almost, I don't want to be disrespectful to anybody, but it is almost one-sided. So you all guys know who's going to win. Like for example, if we take DTS in group 2, DTS doesn't even need to spend on anything or buy any new skills to win the next match. I believe the same goes for Elf. So many of the things that has been released right now, you don't really need to buy. You can just wait until a better opportunities comes. So I do not recommend you guys to push at anything. Even at group 1, at most of the groups, the game has already almost decided. With due respect, guys, I really don't mean to be rude to anyone. Again, this is your money. I just don't want people ending up being frustrated. I've already lost many friends. I don't wish to repeat that again. So let's go back and discuss the event and the rewards and how it is related to Doomsday. So for Doomsday, if you paid attention, you are almost guaranteed many rewards. Like for example, let's go back and see the rewards. Can I see the rewards from here? Oh, sorry. Why I can't see the rewards? Oh yeah, sorry. Here the rewards for the final. Yeah, here for the final. Okay, so if you made it into the top 4 in each group, you are guaranteed the most important reward of all, which is going to be the wings and going to be the HQ, which allows you to get the skill. At the same time, this is no longer an exclusive, and this is a rider. Rider means it's not really as much important stats as hunter or infantry, and even the difference between them is really so low that it doesn't even matter. And guess what? You are going to get it for free if you are one of those top alliances on each group. And even if you didn't get it, like the 7th and 8th are still going to get it. This one is not going to be really that big deal. Maybe if you are only for wings, but that's basically it. That's what you are going to get in here. So you don't have to actually spend more. And this guy actually spawned in some of the events and could come back many times, and you could maybe purchase it by participating with those events. Obviously it's a spending event. Now let's go back to the natural breath. This event, which is 21 days. I do not recommend you again to go hard for many reasons. There is nothing on the whole stage that is actually worth your time, especially if you are someone who doesn't have a competition. There are only few alliances that is going to compete, and it's already decided. So I'm talking about only 4 alliances. Maybe they would try to push, but the finals is decided. The pre-finals is decided with due respect again to all the alliances, and the off game is already decided. We know already, so there is really no reason for you to go hard. Okay, so people might say these skills, what should you pick from it? Now, if you guys paid attention, they have released some of the skills already on the blessing bag. There is no need for you to go all out on these stuff. Remember, it's seven stages, and if you insist, then all what you actually need as a rally leader only is rank 51 to 100, which is 12,000 points. And keep in mind, they're going to release a very nice bundles in general, which is usually a combination between burials and dices, etc. The funny thing is, guys, that this item is a red skill that has been released in a very regular event, and I think it costed like $500, $600 to get it, and it was guaranteed to for 20 players. And I did not really need you to wait the 21 days. Even if you wanted to push for this skill, it's going to be completely waste of time, because this event is 21 days, which means there is actually no reason, and there won't be any competition when it comes to Doomsday. Okay, so if you want some little upgrades, what you are actually supposed to do, what is an important thing in here. If you are not going to listen, again, it's up to you, but the only thing that might benefit you actually is getting the Shadow Striker manual, since it's not been sold yet, and you have the other skill here, which is called Hunter's Edge, and I doubt any of them will actually make an effect, since you are only going to be able to get one of those every 3 days. And after 3 days, we are actually going to get a battle, the finals, and after another 3 days or 4 days, it's going to be the off game, the title of the champion. So basically, you do not have a realistic reason to get those. Usually people prepare by buying and upgrading and stuff, but it's over, guys. Doomsday is over. So I don't think really it is necessary at all to push hard on this one. I don't see any rewards that is worth it. The most funny thing again is even the final rewards is not really that great. Like compared to this one, I can even show you we have gotten this event before. So again, guys, be careful. This is your money, and I don't want people getting disappointed, because every single time such an event comes, it ends up with a disappointment when it comes to the result of the skills. And one more thing, you guys remember when I said the skin is not really important? Yes, the skin is absolutely not important. And guess what? I have had the skin in here. I didn't even manage to finish it. I'm lacking only one fragment. I don't have the skin for Selena. I waited because it's not gonna change anything. It's a little bit boost, and would forces you to compete between top spenders, and this might be very harmful. Everything usually chills up after Doomsday, so I would recommend all of you to be patient and wait for better opportunities to join these events. Again, it's up to you. This is my personal opinion, because you know what? There is one more problem here. If you check the stages, the problem is that most of the things is not going to actually unlock unless a specific amount of days passes. Like, let's see here in the rewards, it says here it expires in 2 days, which means you cannot get any more rewards if these expire. Maybe you can get just few of them. And here too, the same story. It's literally the same on every single day. Yeah, they are all coins. I don't see something that is actually super crazy. Maybe the last day only for the wings. I really don't see any reason. Like, look at the final day itself. If you decided to push all in the final day, it would be way much better than pushing every single day for the stuff. Even if you are going to lose all of those, it doesn't really matter much. You can just wait for the final day, and you know what, push it 16k and get all of those. They are look at the last two, 12k, 60k. Other than pushing 2400 here, 2400 there, 2400 in every single one, the last day itself looks to me that is way much worth than anything else. Let's say you decided to do some pushing. So what is the sweet spot? I believe some days they have 1200 as the sweet spot. Some days will have 800 as the sweet spot. So for this first stage, for example, you could go up to 1200, but you don't have to really push double of the score to get the 4k. I don't really think it's really that necessary, given how much it's going to cost you. The same story in here. You could stop at 1200, even 800, but because guys, again, in general, these coins are going to be used on the exchange here to give you some like, really, I don't get it. They are all decorations and stuff, and decorations never used to be really that powerful. Maybe if you stack shitload of them, that's it. I would go maybe for the perils. I don't see anything that is wow, you must get. But if you want to push, then I believe the only beneficial here is maybe stop at 800 on each of those days. I mean, nothing is really that crazy. Really, nothing is crazy at all. But again, it's up to you. If you want to just one time push at everything, I believe the last day might be the one that you want to push all the way, since it has up to 16k if you really desperate to get the final reward. Otherwise, you can just chip push up to 800 or 1200, up to you, in every single event. Maybe make it 1200. Let's see, for the stage reward. Now, even if you go for 1200, you're not going to really get anything. So it's either 2400 for literally a single skill that is going to be useful only in 3 days and not that much useful, or just be patient and wait it out once it comes from blessing back or way much cheaper events other than getting it from here. But again, that's my own opinion and my personal opinion. That's basically it, guys, and have a wonderful day.
In a city full of chaos and a tangled web of streets lives a furry feline king, the coolest cat you'll ever meet. He's got muscles like a lion, a strut that's straight up mean, with a swagger and a purr that makes the ladies scream. He's Catzilla, the beast of the block. When he rolls up, the whole place rocks. He's got that charm, yeah, he's got that flair. Every girl in town's got their eyes on his hair. Catzilla, Catzilla, he's a sexy beast, feline royalty, the one that